Welcome back, guys. Today, the video all two of you have been waiting for. We're going to be mounting these Yokohama Geolander tires on the customer's Ranger. Stick around and see what trouble we run into this time. Okay, guys, we're going to start with the rear end. This is going to be the easiest because there's no brackets to remove or anything. We're just going to pull off the wheel, and we got our Faction Fab spacers we're going to throw onto it, and then we'll mount and balance the new tires and throw them back on. So the rear should go quick. The front's gonna be a little more involved. We'll get there and we'll show you what we're doing. So let's get to it. First tire off. See it there. We'll put the Faction Fab spacers on. Okay. These are Faction Fab spacers, the 1.5 inch. And we go on here. We're going to use red Loctite and Loctite all these bolts up just to make sure that these things do not come off. This is Toei spec. I do believe these are 100 foot-pound lug nuts. Okay, those are on. Next issues will be in the back of the shop. We're going to be breaking down his tires and installing the new Yokohamas. Okay, we're going to break this tire off the bead here. Couple things to be aware of if you're doing this yourself. Most modern cars have air sensors. There's a name for them. Have an air sensor in the rims to go to the onboard computer to let you know if your tires are low. When you break down a tire on a tire machine, always break it on the opposite side of the valve stem. Excuse the noise of the compressor. Okay. 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 Bit of soapy water. But these sidewalls are relatively thin. That's one off. We'll grab the next tire. We are doing black wall out, and per the customer request, this is gonna be close. Then you're trying to set it. Booyah! That's one side. Right here's the sensor. You can see it. You want to look down inside here. Here's your. That thing right there is the sensor for your air pressure. It sends it to your computer. I do not want to put this bead as it's coming around and seating on this rim. It's going to want to slide down into the rim here. It'll put pressure on this and it'll sometimes crack them off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that when this thing comes around, the last spot that's going to seat is going to be the valve stem. That's better. Yeah, no pressure at all on the valve stem at all. Okay. Valve core. Drop it back in. Tighten that up. Release the jaws. Oh yeah, beats right up. Here comes the other one. There it goes.
Dang, that's loud.
32 psi. Awesome. The difference is going to be staggering, actually. That is quite the difference in tire. That's pretty cool. This is going to be exciting. It's going to be a good change. On to the balancer. Zoom in on that so they can see what kind of tires we're running. We are running 285 70/17s, which is probably about the biggest you're going to be able to put on here without doing some serious change on it. And then these are 17s. And we'll spin her up. Do that, see where we're at now. I'm going to take this off, throw it on. I'm not going to bore you with the other side of the rear end. I'll do that one pretty quick. And then we'll go to the front end and we'll show you more of the front end and what has to be done with the front end to get these tires to fit without rubbing. One tire done, we'll get it mounted up here and see how she looks. Okay, so obviously we have the front tire off already on the front here. I've seen a couple of videos on this and they try to trim this front like crash bar. I'm not quite sure, some crash bar, and there's one over on this side as well. And they try to trim them until there's almost nothing left. So we're just going to remove ours. We're not going to even worry about putting them back in. The one that they trimmed on the back, it was so thin, I don't even know why. You know, it's not so serving a purpose at that point, in my opinion. So we're just going to remove these ones on this vehicle. If this thing gets hit hard enough to cause damage there, there's more things to worry about. So let's see how easy these are to remove. They should just loosen the bolts and slide out, but we'll see. 16mm socket fits these bolts. And I do believe even after this gets removed, we have to trim a little bit out of this bracket. The tire will still hit it, but we'll see. Two bolts. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to remove this little tangy thing. So let me go get a screwdriver, remove that.
We're recording. Is that plastic part just to keep the metal from rubbing on the plastic?
Just to look nice. It has no purpose other than that, because they don't have it on the back one. Now, let's see, there's enough to slide it out of here. Ooh, we may have to loosen the front bumper up a little bit to get that sucker out of there. So hopefully we're going to have to do that.
You're hoping you weren't going to have to remove the front bumper?
I was hoping so, but we may still have to. Well, possibly have to remove the front bumper to get that front one out. This rear one we'll see. I may have enough clearance on this one. Not 100% certain yet. I wonder if I could cut it. We're not going to put it back in. If I could cut it while it's in there, maybe. Tight. Okay, I need to get a... Curious how I'm going to get this next one out because a bracket up underneath here. Well, give us a second here. We're going to see what we find out. We may have to remove this inner fender well to get this one out, which I wasn't expecting, but we'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so just cut off the corner of this thing so I can access this one bolt. But I'm thinking if this has to come out for tire clearance, this may have to come out for tire clearance. And that may have been a moot point altogether, but we're going to find out. If I can leave this here, I'm going to, because it actually holds this. It's really all it does is hold this thing in here. Gives you a spot for it to fasten to. But goodness gracious, that's tight. Give me my wrench back. Give it. There. Oh, yeah. Okay, second bolt. Let's see what happens with this one.
You have to get that one as well.
Thing is, I'm not quite sure how they get them out of here. There's a roll for the body here. Like, this is very interesting. Because this can't come out any further, and I can't remove
that panel.
Well, the pinch weld. I'm not going to clear the pinch weld. Okay, one more second.
Oh.
What I'm going to attempt to do with this one, to see if I can clear this thing out of here a little bit more. I know this has to be cut up to about this hole to clear the tire. So I'm going to come in here with the death wheel, see if I can cut this thing, but not without cutting the tube, and allow me to get a little more pivot on this thing and pull it out. That's the plan anyway. Enough clearance down to pull that tab out of there.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh man. Oh, if I take out a hair bit more, I think we'll have it. I think we'll have it. I'm gonna take it out right to this weld. There it is.
Sharp, jagged metal pieces.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did not have to remove the front bumper. So again, I do believe I have to trim this back anyway because the tire will still hit if I don't
And
cut a small
puncture the tire.
Well, yeah, but just clearance wise, you bump into it. So I think I'm going to end up having to clearance this anyway to make it fit clear. So I'll probably just cut a nice clean angle there to there, and we should be fine. This rear one though is still going to be a problem. So yeah, let me see if I can cut this thing at a 45-ish angle.
45-ish?
Yeah.
45-ish. Without burning the felt?
Oh, I'm not worried about burning the felt. This saw's on there a lot. Let's try this again. Quarter inch away.
All that work to get that tiny little piece out.
Yep, and hopefully that's enough. We're gonna find out. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Let's hope we got a removable piece.
Well,
almost there.
We do not have a removable piece yet. We almost probably need that 1/4 of an inch trimmed off of this thing. So if I can come just in here a little bit,
Yes.
and like this green line, I think we'll have it. We are like just behind this panel now. That's crazy.
That's almost there.
We are literally the width of this panel because I'm sitting behind it now. Maybe I can get a hammer.
bar.
I wonder if I can get a bar on it or a hammer on it and pop it. We gotta tap it back just a little bit because we are literally behind the panel. There it is.
It's out. If you didn't just get it stuck.
But it's out. Okay, and we didn't have to remove the bumper. We may have to trim that up just because it may hit the tire.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll put the tire on and trim the tire and see.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah.
We'll see. Okay, so a little bit difficult, more difficult to remove than we thought, but not that bad. What I did with this one to remove it, since I knew I was going to have to cut this 45 anyway, is I kind of cut up to it without cutting into this pipe. I was able to make enough angle to slide it out. It worked out perfect. It went right to the weld, so no structural integrity change at all. That one came right out, not a problem. This backside, a little bit more of a pain, but there's a pinch weld here, and I wasn't quite sure how they do it with this pinch weld. So what I did is I went in there and I cut a 45 out of the back of this tube, so when it goes back in, if we need to put it back in, it's going to be fine. And then I cut maybe a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch out of this side, and it allowed this one to come out. I had to put a pipe in to get enough angle, but once I did that, it definitely came out without too much of a hassle. I don't know if that's the proper technique, but oh, now it's stuck again. But that's what worked. Come on, back out you go. The other thing I don't know yet is we may have to remove this little, whatever this little box is here. Again, I think it's literally just to hold this felt liner in, but we may have to remove that if the tire hits it. So we'll find that out in a second. But from there now we're gonna put our There's wheel spacer on the front. I'm gonna paint up this where I made it all nice and raw metal. We'll put some new paint on it. It'll be fine. It'll get dirty and no one will notice. Do the same thing up front here. Yeah, perfect. No one gonna notice. Okay, you're all set. Put the wheel spacer on. Three-quarters of an inch. Come on. One. 6, that's it. Okay, that side is done. Let's go to the other side. Well, this is going to wrap up the bigger tire installation part of this video. It's running really well. I have a low tire warning issue, but I think, I don't know, I got 32, 33, and 34, so maybe I'm just a hair off on pressures, or maybe it just takes a minute to reset them after putting air into them. But yeah, I was hoping to be able to do the, oh, there you go, tire pressure warning off. I was hoping to be able to do the grill today as well, but our day just a little longer than we thought. So hopefully seeing how to hack out that front end without having to take the front bumper off and without having to remove the inner tire liners is helpful to somebody. I know people wanted to see these tires get put on, but yeah, she runs good and sounds good and not a ton of excessive tire noise. But so thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time when we do the grill and hopefully grill and exhaust in the next video of this series. I'd like to get that exhaust put on here because I think it'll give it a better sound. So thanks a lot, guys. We'll talk to you later.